question of integrity. There's a belief, wrong belief in our community that Barbara Comstock represents anything like moderate. And an issue that I'm concerned about as a lawyer, but everybody should be concerned about whether or not you're a lawyer, is what's happening with the Supreme Court. I wrote an op-ed talking about full court press. And Barbara, who pretends to be your friend when she's coming to your neighborhood and attending your little parties and so forth, said that we should wait until the next president to appoint the 9th justice on the court. That is not a small decision. When Madison wrote in the Federalist Papers about the troubles that we have because of partisan factions, he was dealing with the problem of how do we deal with partisan factions and still have a good and lawful government. And the answer was checks and balances. And the checks and balances were that the president nominated someone and they received advice and consent. And the lie of the Republicans is A, that this didn't happen before, when it's happened 14 times before, that in a presidential election year, the president appointed and nominated a person to the Supreme Court who was appointed to the Supreme Court with the advice and consent of the Senate. But the second thing is that a person who appears to run or be nominated to be on the Supreme Court is entitled to advice and consent. And before the president had a nominee, they said, we will not advise or consent. So when Barbara Comstock, running against Luann, says that she is not going to approve anyone, she is endorsing unconstitutional behavior despite her oath. And this is not a small thing, because we already have 4-4 decisions that have not resulted in precedents by the Supreme Court that apply uniformly across the United States. I apologize if I went over.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.